Hello everyone, Coach Crimson here. Today we're going to be answering a question that I saw on Apex University, which I thought it's a very good question, and I've actually wanted to make a video on this for a long time. Um, who knows when I'll make that actual video? This is going to be a quick answer of the question, and that question is, hello, is there a set framework that you guys, the coaches, use for VOD reviews when you coach? To answer that question quickly, the answer is yes, there is a set framework that I started using. But once I got the hang of the framework and started learning more as a coach, then you kind of expand upon that framework and you get a bigger horizon, right? When you're a new coach, it's kind of hard to see things when you don't know what to do. And so you ask these questions to kind of answer those simple questions. But as you get better as a coach, you learn that nothing in any game is simple. But it always starts out with a simple question. So here I'm going to go on a quick tangent. The way I began VOD reviewing and getting good at coaching is from Smash Brothers Melee. And in a fighting game, it's really, really simple to start coaching because it's generally pretty easy to understand what happens, right? The general framework I have is you got hit, you got punished, or you die. Why did you get hit? Was it because you were trying to do something and the enemy punished you? Or was it because the enemy saw a mistake you made and punished you that way? Or again, like I said earlier, did you fail in execution of something, or did you just not have a plan at all? And that kind of is the basic question you ask, and then you ask, hey, what can I prevent? What can I do to prevent one of those things that I said? What can I do to prevent the enemy hitting me? What position can I do to not get hit? What positioning can I do to do X, Y, and Z? So obviously with Apex and shooting games in general, these questions are a little harder to answer because there's a lot of variables and the game is always evolving. But generally, that's what I do to answer these questions. And here's some of the questions I ask here. Were you in a good position? If no, why were you in a bad position? Did the enemy force you in this position? Did you force that bad position? Did you make a mistake and had to do it? Did a teammate perhaps put you in a bad position? So on and so forth. When you answer some of these questions too, I like to suggest alternatives to what you did, right? So sometimes I suggest an aggressive play that they can do, standard play, or safe play. And the reason I have these kind of three things is when you're coaching a certain player, they might have a play style they adhere to, right? For me personally, I was a positioning based player and a safe player. I didn't take the aggressive route, but there's some situations where the safe route is the best. There's some routes where the aggressive play is the best. But depending on what kind of player you are, some of the routes you can't take won't vibe with you or won't do well. Like you won't be able to do them very well, right? For me as a positioning based player, I won't be able to execute an aggressive play because my close quarters combat is not very good. And then if that question is a yes instead of a no, let's go back to the first question here. If you weren't in a good position, then you got to identify why the play went wrong. So with that being said, I'm going to go over a couple clips here. I want to keep this a quick video, but I'm just going to kind of show you what those things lead up to. Here's a player who's a coach as well, and 3 times Predator player apparently. And he was playing with some people, and here, let's just watch the video real quick.
We have huge shields.
So they're rotating.
We have to run to low ground.
Yeah, we do, I think.
How many ulted shields?
And then they cross.
I don't have any.
Actually, we wouldn't be able to block all anyway. Yeah, we just gotta run left. I'm gonna die. Just keep going.
He's dropping on me.
Just keep going, Glenn.
So what?
Got him, I'm coming to help. You can play my knock if you want.
Yes,
Play my knock.
yes. Back up.
Okay. So I'm not going to go over the rest of the clip here, but you can kind of see what the mistakes were. First, his teammate got knocked, so his teammate put himself into bad positioning. But unfortunately, the enemy forced them in a bad position. So teammate put himself in a bad position. The enemy forced this position because they were shooting down on him. The next mistake is
Got him.
he wide swung.
Coming to help.
All right.
You can play my knock.
Why did he wide swing? What was his intention here, right? And intention is a really important part of Apex because your intention kind of will also let you know what you should have done, right? So his intention is to punish the enemies here off of their down, right? But he didn't expect his teammates to be there. He expected this to be like a gold game or silver game, and for him just to flex his big gaming muscles and just kill his teammate. But he didn't know there was going to be another guy there. But he has to think there that you're playing in Plat. Plat right now is currently inhabited by the top players in the game, Predators, Masters. It's currently top 1% in the world. So you're going to be playing against good players. Why would you assume here these teammates aren't going to be there? So, bam, he dies for it, you know,
Back up.
very bad. So what kind of alternatives could be done? So what he did there was what I call an aggressive play. In some ranks, that would have worked out. He could have actually fought that out. Perhaps here, actually, at the very least, he shouldn't have backed out. He could have ADS'd more and made, you know, because he has the knock shield here, he can use the shield as a shield for the coming fire. So he could have crouched and actually fought this more. He cracked him. And if you look at it from a mathematical standpoint here, he did 100 damage to this person here. He cracked him. Look how much damage he took. He took almost nothing. But on the retreat here is where he took all of his damage here.
Dropping on me.
Look, he took 25 damage. He wide swung on somebody, did 100 damage, and only took 25 damage. That is kind of crazy if you ask me. And he could have fought that out. So the aggressive play, which is, to my opinion, the worst play he could have done, could have worked out if he stuck the fight. He had a car, which also is one of the best guns in the game to kill somebody. He could have traded 1-for-1 here. What would have been the best situation, though, is if he had downed this person. He doesn't have nades, but if you had nades, you would nade this, and you'd heal and guard your seer, right? You would play the 2v2, because right now this is a 2v2, and this Wraith is also wide swinging, not really wide swinging, but pushing by herself, so they have 2 people able to beam this Wraith. So that Wraith would have pushed out and got destroyed. Second of all, he could have gone on high ground. He's Valk. He could have gotten high ground and really pushed him off, and that would have been like the standard play. And then overall, let's go with the super safe play. He could have just ran. So right there's a couple of situations there. We could have played the aggressive play by swinging and not running away. Just guarded his teammate. That's, I would say, the standard play. And the safe play would probably be to run away or get high ground and control that high ground for him. That's one fight. Let's do another one here. It's actually my own gameplay, so we can maybe critique myself here. Destroy them. Here we're gonna go. This is the last 3 teams are fighting, and I get bad up. It's 2v3v3.
Actually, that's theirs, isn't it?
Yeah, there's. Okay, we pull the back. We play the backside. Play the backside.
Have your ult?
Yeah, we have to. I don't have it. I used it.
Well, that's an easy third party.
I'm nading it.
Armor swap.
Careful. I'm on seer. I cracked seer.
One. I cracked him too.
Okay, to your right, to your
I
right.
cracked the third
I
one.
got him.
I cracked the third one.
I cracked here. Play knock.
Where are you?
Oh.
What?
So actually, I miscalled that. So it was a 2v3v2. So at the time, I didn't know there was 3 people at the end, but my teammate actually crabered the other team at the beginning. So we actually didn't call this out, but it was 2v3v2. So I threw that game there. We had 2v1 that I pushed. What was the mistake here? Well, here the mistake was after we killed this team here, right? We successfully get the cover from the situation, and again, I did the aggressive play, which is also the worst play. Because right here, the Ashe is now in the middle of the field, no cover. We have an armor swap right here. I actually did not take much damage, so I killed the Gibby, get the armor swap. This Ashe dies for free. That Seer that's in the middle of the field, both of us full HP. We beam that Seer. He's dead. Armor swap. And then we do 2v1 for the win. Now, also, my teammate had Mirage ult, which he did not use. So right there, that was that's not even the safe play. That's the regular play. Because it's also aggressive, but not being super passive, and that would have just won us the game there. So I threw that game there by going aggressive, and that just happens. Okay, here's another play here. Final squad as well. I didn't realize all these games have 3 squads left. I'm with you, Castle. So I'm not gonna go over the whole play. We won the game. I'm not gonna really go over that. But this is what I call a safe play here, right? Right here, we have 3 people looking at this. And right here, we cracked each other. We both did effectively the same amount of damage to each other. We have my teammates are both full, and my teammate's also flanking them. I think it's a 2v3 or 2v2. I could have swung there. The aggressive play would be to swing, right? If I swung there, he's actually shooting my teammate and killing him and murdering my teammate. I could have been closer and probably one-clipped him. I luckily got the trade-off to also hurt him while my teammate's getting downed. But if I was closer, I could be able to punish him a lot faster. Again, this is aggressive play because I could have died for it, right? I chose the safe play, or maybe standard play to call this. And I heal, and then we reset safely. Both of us heal, and we were able to kill them and win the game. So, anyways, I hope you liked this video. Again, coaching goes very in depth, and this is just the surface of some of the things I do when I VOD review my clients. But if you like this video, please like and let me know what else you'd like to see from my coaching content. Thank you.